I appreciate it. We get it. We get it. You went to University of Kentucky. We get it. God dang it. Woo! That boy's out there bringing that past blue ribbon.
Oh, man, we're trying to do that before Georgia play.
But you guys generally always place the blame on the defense is what we do is what we do.
Right.
What do you guys have to do to be able to corral some of these mobile quarterbacks because you're going to see another one?
Right. I mean, why wouldn't you blame it on D-line? When a quarterback escapes the pocket, who do you point the finger at? It's got to be on us. When you feel like Dobbs, what he was doing in Arizona was pretty electric, and what he did last week against Atlanta was astounding. The way he extended plays off with his feet. So it's got to be on the D-line. We've got to be able to collapse the pocket. We've got to be able to, it's another one of those weeks where it's no fun to rush the quarterback. We faced like 3 or 4 or 5 of those already this year. Where it's like you'd love to hit the top edge of a rush or, run 8 yards in, but that's going to lead to gashes on the defense, so you can't do it. I think our defensive line has congealed enough with our interior where now we can start talking about, all right, this is what we have to do. We were asking you to do it, now we were telling you to do it, and it has to get done.
Is that why maybe the pressure numbers aren't maybe what you guys would expect? Or?
I don't know. Does pressure equal what? What does that equal for anybody? You want to get pressure to the quarterback for sure, but are pressure numbers down or up? They're down this year. Gosh darn it. In terms of like defensive blitz, are we talking about personally speaking? Like, I don't know anymore. At some point, we're trying to put together wins. So if we're not we're facing these mobile quarterbacks, we're not allowed to pass rush to our highest capacity because it's one of those things where you have to collapse the pocket and have your eye on the quarterback. It just is what it is. Again, I'm here to get wins. I'm not here to get pressures. Or it's great to have pressures if those pressures lead to us winning. At the end of the day, we want to do our jobs to our highest abilities, and that hopefully puts our team in a better position to win. It equals 5 turnovers. At this point, if we say pressures are down, also turnovers are more than double up from last year. So it goes hand in hand.
So does that mean, obviously, you like sacks, but you think what you've done
I love sacks.
has been effective?
On quarterbacks.
You're willing to reluctantly admit that you're okay with this if it's wrong?
I'm okay with winning.
Yeah.
That's what we strive for. Do I want to have 13, 14 sacks by now? Sure. In a great year, would I have 6? Yes. Have I split a whole bunch of sacks? Absolutely. Are pressures cool? Fine. But at the end of the day, when that game clock ends, are we winning? You could have 3 sacks and a loss. That doesn't hit the same as 0 sacks and a win. It doesn't hit the same as, success as a team. I think personal accolades are great. Team wins are better.
And when you say that you haven't faced necessarily a lot of run-first quarterbacks, but that's been the plan.
No, we faced a lot of first read and then run quarterbacks. Yeah. Instead of, read the defense and then, whatever it is.
And so that's led to that approach.
It is what it is. Yeah. You have to be aware of how we've been gashed. 78 yards out of 100 and however many on the ground this pass game was from the quarterback. The week before that, whatever it was another 40 or 50 yards from the quarterback. Trevor Lawrence had another 40 or 50 yards from the quarterback. It seems like these 50-yard clips are happening and they're escaping from our whatever it is, the sleuthing out the B gaps or taking around and whatever that is. We have to be able to eliminate that. Once we get that off the film, we can get back to doing what I know we can do.
Have you felt like the in-game adjustments to that? Because I think with Tyson last week, he had like 60 in the first half, and you held him like 10 rushing yards. Have you felt like the in-game adjustments to adjust how that has been better? Which
has led you guys to ask us a lot about how do we start fast and keep that foot on the pedal. It has to be a team collective effort. It has to be a D-line conscious rush, which is great when you're rushing 3 against 5. But, you have to know exactly what you're going against. And you have a mobile quarterback, again. Had it been not Badgett but Justin Fields, it would have been the same type rush. The games we play, the quarterbacks we face, it just is what it is.
Based on the film that you have seen, what makes Josh Dobbs maybe more elusive in getting out of the pocket?
Probably because there's not a lot of film on him. He's been in the league for a long time. And we're breaking down preseason games still. Breaking down Arizona Cardinals games and now, Vikings game. But that small sample, he's extending plays. He's doing a lot of the right things. Hate to see it as a rusher.
know the DA talked about rush lanes and kind of like 4 rushers working together. Is that something that when you make
4
some
rushers? He
changes-
said 4?
4.
Oh,
however many you have.
3D line and a
Right.
linebacker. Got it.
With a few changes on the interior, is that something that takes some time in terms of just understanding how everyone wants to play and how they react to certain things?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of our defense and what we like to do, it has to be a clear line of communication, which it has been. So when the quarterback does escape, it gets taken care of immediately on the sideline, which sucks that we've had to talk about it each and every week for the last 5 weeks.